The Science and Soul of Manifestation: How to Rewrite Your Life's Blueprint Today. Have you ever felt that your life is like a vast, intricate puzzle, with the pieces scattered chaotically, waiting for you to find where they fit? Every choice you make, every thought that lingers, and every emotion you allow to flourish contributes to the larger picture. But here's the pivotal question: is this the masterpiece you dreamed of? Or merely a patchwork you've settled for without question? Today, we're peeling back the layers of what makes us tick and diving deep into the interplay of your mind, a magnificent, ever-adaptive instrument with the power to transform your reality. What lies ahead is not mere fantasy, it's a fusion of science, psychology, and timeless wisdom working in harmony to unlock the life you've always envisioned. Let's begin with a profound idea that might shift your perspective. Every thought you entertain is a seed, a tiny yet powerful force with the potential to shape your reality. Some seeds blossom into vibrant, flourishing trees that enrich your life, while others take root as invasive weeds, stifling growth and suffocating the potential around them. Manifestation, at its core, is about discerning which seeds to cultivate and which to uproot. The first critical step in this process: awareness. Without a clear understanding of the beliefs and patterns silently steering your actions, how can you hope to direct them toward a desired outcome? Here's a truth that might sting: many of us operate on autopilot, clinging to outdated narratives and unexamined fears that limit our potential. But pause for a moment and consider this: what if you could rewrite those scripts? What if, instead of passively navigating through life, you stepped into a space where thriving became your default state? The power to make that leap is already within you. This is where the transformative concept of neuroplasticity takes center stage. Imagine your brain as a dynamic, ever-evolving sculpture, continuously molded by your thoughts, behaviors, and experiences. Every choice you make adds a new layer. Every repeated action carves deeper grooves, shaping your neural pathways. This process is both empowering and sobering because it means your brain adapts to whatever you feed it, positive or negative. Picture this: if you constantly replay the mantra, "I'm not good enough," you are effectively reinforcing that belief, like engraving it into stone. But here's the exciting part: you can rewrite those engravings. Swap that self-doubt with a simple yet powerful affirmation: "I am capable," and your brain starts to shift. Over time, these small yet deliberate shifts create entirely new pathways, unlocking opportunities and possibilities you might have dismissed before. It's not just about replacing thoughts, it's about creating a mental environment where growth thrives. Imagine the doors you could open by intentionally choosing the narratives that shape your reality. Let's make this practical. Imagine an athlete standing at the starting line, eyes closed, visualizing every step of the race. They picture the burst of energy at the start, the rhythmic pounding of their feet, and the triumphant crossing of the finish line. This isn't mere wishful thinking, it's mental rehearsal, a scientifically backed method that primes the brain for success. This process activates the same neural pathways that the actual activity would, creating a blueprint for action and increasing the chances of a victorious outcome. Now, let's translate this to everyday life. Want that promotion you've been eyeing? Don't just dream about it, see yourself leading confidently in that role, navigating challenges with ease, and contributing meaningfully to your team. Visualize the steps you'll take to earn it, dreaming of a healthier, more vibrant body. Picture yourself enjoying nutritious meals, feeling energized during workouts, and reveling in the physical vitality you deserve. These visualizations create a mental framework that makes your goals feel tangible and attainable. But here's the catch: manifestation isn't about sitting back and hoping the universe will miraculously deliver your desires. It demands action, consistent, deliberate effort. Dr. Tara Swart, a renowned neuroscientist and advocate for manifestation, aptly calls this turning vision boards into action boards. The true power of manifestation lies in bridging the gap between envisioning and executing. It's not enough to simply wish, you must take intentional steps that align with your vision. By combining clear visualization with purposeful action, you transform dreams into reality, one step at a time. But let's pause and ask a critical question: if manifestation is as straightforward as it seems, why isn't everyone doing it successfully? The answer lies in the intricate web of our psyche. Many of us unknowingly carry hidden barriers, formed by childhood wounds, societal conditioning, or even past failures, that manifest as self-sabotaging beliefs. These mental roadblocks often whisper insidious lies: you're not good enough, this dream is out of your league, or success is meant for others, not you. Pause for a moment. Reflect. Have you ever hesitated to chase a goal? Not because it was unattainable, but because a small, doubtful voice inside told you it wasn't meant for you? If so, you're far from alone. Here's the empowering truth: these barriers, as formidable as they seem, are not permanent. They're constructs of the mind, and what the mind builds, it can also dismantle. The journey begins with awareness. Recognizing these limiting beliefs is the first step toward liberation. Once you've identified them, the next phase is courageous confrontation. Challenge them, one bold step at a time. Replace "I can't" with "what if I can?" Slowly but surely, you'll find that the barriers crumble, leaving space for growth, self-belief, and the realization of your fullest potential. Nowhere is this more evident than in relationships. Consider this: the people we attract into our lives often serve as mirrors, reflecting our deepest psychological wounds. It's as though the universe gently, or sometimes forcefully, urges us to confront and heal those hidden parts of ourselves. Think about the friend who perpetually finds themselves in toxic relationships, cycling through heartbreak and disillusionment. Or the colleague who seems to be in constant conflict with authority figures, unable to break free from the pattern. These are not random occurrences, they are signposts, guiding us toward unresolved inner struggles that demand our attention and care. The same principle applies to each of us. If you find yourself caught in recurring cycles of disappointment, pain, or frustration, it's worth asking some profound questions. What deeper lesson is embedded in this pattern? What unresolved emotional wounds might I be unconsciously nurturing that are shaping these repeated experiences? Often, these cycles are not mere coincidences but echoes of the past, remnants of beliefs, fears, or unmet needs that remain unaddressed. Recognizing these underlying forces is more than an intellectual exercise, it's the gateway to transformation. This heightened awareness is like turning on a light in a dark room, exposing shadows you've grown accustomed to but never truly confronted. Imagine the liberation that comes when you address the emotional roots of these patterns. It's not about blaming the past but about owning your present. When you bravely explore these layers of yourself, you pave the way for profound growth. You begin to create space, not only within your mind but also in your life, for healthier relationships, empowering opportunities, and circumstances that align with your highest potential. This is how healing leads to empowerment, and empowerment to transformation. Consider the concept of the inner child, that fragile, tender part of us that was shaped by our earliest experiences. If this child grew up feeling unloved, unheard, or unsafe, those emotions don't simply vanish, they echo into adulthood, subtly but powerfully influencing the choices we make and the relationships we form. Now add to this the shadow self, those parts of our personality we've banished because they weren't deemed acceptable by society, family, or even ourselves. Together, These neglected aspects form a hidden narrative that colors our interactions with the world and others. Healing these wounds is undoubtedly a challenging process. But the transformative rewards are beyond measure. Imagine stepping into a relationship, not driven by a void or incompleteness, but fueled by a sense of wholeness and deep self-awareness. When we operate from this space, we attract partners who not only complement our growth but also inspire us to reach new heights. These connections transcend superficial bonds, they become catalysts for mutual evolution. Achieving this level of connection requires more than mere desire. It demands a commitment to inner work, the often uncomfortable but necessary process of confronting and integrating the wounded inner child and the shadow self. The wounded child, shaped by early experiences of neglect, fear, or rejection, often seeks validation in the external world. Meanwhile, the shadow self represents the parts of us we've disowned, the traits we've buried out of fear of judgment or rejection. Together, these unhealed aspects shape our patterns, decisions, and interactions, often in ways we don't realize. The journey of healing begins with awareness, acknowledging these hidden forces and the narratives they create. But awareness alone isn't enough. It takes courage to face the pain, to sit with the discomfort, and to embrace the parts of ourselves we've long avoided. This process isn't about erasing the past but rather about integrating it, transforming wounds into wisdom and fear into strength. Imagine the clarity and empowerment that arise when you no longer view relationships through the lens of unmet needs or past hurts. Instead, you see them as opportunities for joy, growth, and shared purpose. This shift doesn't just enhance your relationships, it fundamentally alters the way you experience life. You begin to approach challenges with resilience, embrace uncertainty with curiosity, and find fulfillment in the present moment. This journey of turning inward, confronting the hidden parts of your psyche, and emerging with a renewed sense of self, is not only life-changing but also deeply liberating. It is an act of self-love, a declaration that you are worthy of the peace, clarity, and joy that come with true healing. And it all starts with a single step: the courage to look within and embrace the transformative power of self-discovery. Let's switch gears and talk about habits. Small, consistent actions have the power to reshape your life. Dr. Swart emphasizes the importance of micro-habits, tiny steps that compound over time. Think about this: drinking an extra glass of water each day might seem insignificant, but over months, it can improve your energy and focus. Taking a 10-minute walk after meals can boost your physical and mental health. Writing down 3 things you're grateful for each night rewires your